Someday, when I'm super rich and famous, and I have a full staff, the production value of my show is going to go through the roof. Because I'm going to have somebody that ensures the air conditioning unit is shut off before I push live. It's going to have, I'm going to have a wardrobe person. It's going to put my socks on before I get started. Might be in a senior living home. Be sitting there drinking pudding from a straw. And people will be taking care of me. Before I go into this senior living home, I'm going to have to explain to them, hey, I need you guys to hook me up with my Coffee with Ken show. And I like my watch on. I go live on TikTok soon after I wake up. And like my socks on. I like the AC on. You guys take care of the rest. Good morning, Fireball. Hello, Robert Patrick. Hello, Tara Jacobs. How are you today? Hello, Cootsie. Hello, Ricky T, who... I don't even know Ricky T, but he sure is a good watcher, and he sure likes to keep me... He doesn't say much on my shows, but he keeps me posted on the volume of coffee he drinks. And for that, I have a special place in my heart for my viewer named Ricky T. Robert Patrick. Well, I appreciate that. You're a sweetie. You have a top 6? Did you say I'm in your top 6? I mean, I appreciate that. It's fun. It's hard not laughing at yourself or laughing at the world a little bit. Wonder if you had a top 5. You got a top 5 locked in, and then you found my show, and you expanded it to a top 6. Hey, top 6 is pretty good. I appreciate that. Hello, Kelly Johnson. Hello, Zach. Hello, Reese. So I'm your 6th favorite. That's still pretty cool. You know, there's a lot of content creators on social media, you know. I thank the Lord that I'm in Robert Patrick's top 6. Such a better way to look at life. I think I used to look at life kind of cynical and trying to find the mistakes my older brothers would make. They used to call me Mr. Statistics because I was always pretty smart and knew things and would correct others. And I think it made me think I was smarter correcting others. But looking back on it, and it's just a mistake of youth or a mistake of mine or whatever. So, need to let it go, but it's just kind of being a bully. And the world needs more encouragement and less correction or criticism or scolding. So, anyway. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is, what day is it? Sunday morning. Oh, it's Sunday morning. I'm able to go to church today. Remember that. Go to church. Should I write that down? Maybe I should. Maybe I should write that down. Go to church. Kind of takes it off my mind. I thought about it as I was waking up this morning and had the last couple days off work, and I have today off work as well. And I thought, not sure I'm as productive. Every negative thought that bounces around my mind, not sure I'm being as productive as I should be. Or maybe I'm being more productive, or should I do this, or should I be doing this, or what have you. And somewhere in my mind, I as I was waking up and thinking about things I'm grateful for, I thought about going to church this morning and said, oh, it's good I'm able to go to church. Maybe I'll get an infusion of faith or warm, fuzzy feelings or who knows. But it'll be good. So anyway, yeah, it's Sunday morning. It is 6:26 a.m. or so. It is September 15th. Happy Sunday. This is a show that I've been doing for a long time, and it's a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing some feelings, sharing kind of the ups and downs, the adventure we go through as we work our way through our lives. Each one of you could have I'm not saying my adventure, although I do think I have a lot of highs and lows. I don't think my adventure is that, I mean, it's fairly noteworthy, but we all have fairly noteworthy things that happen to us on a day-by-day basis. But I think just because I've had some stuff and had some issues and had some struggles and been divorced and been broke and been wealthy and own a scooter and maybe there's lessons to be learned as we go through life. And somehow, some way, I think God connected with me over the last few years, and honestly think I'm doing what God wants me to do by doing my little show in the morning and connecting with people about various issues or people that need connection. Because I think there's a lot of people out there that probably do. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, good morning, Rockin' Robin. You know it is not just a show. I got these mugs 3 years ago. If I ever buy them again, and I do really like them because they're a really nice size and they got the black handle and the black interior. Somehow, some way, I'm going to have to get them so the, I don't know, whatever that's called, the marking, the lettering stays on despite the dishwashing that might go on. But anyway, for those who've been watching all, you know, it is not just a show about me talking. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I have a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I am excited to have my first sip on this Sunday morning. It's this kind of mid-range hour. Woke up about 5:45. Laid there for 15 minutes. Realized all I had to do was get out of bed because I'd prepared the coffee pot during the night and pushed the button to really get my day started. Still wasn't that easy. Didn't wake with all the pep and enthusiasm that I don't know if I'm known for, but I sure talk about striving for. But anyway, I'm excited to have my first sip of coffee, and my hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, I had to think about what it was for a minute. Let me take another sip. I think I was expecting it to be something else. I'm very happy that it is what it is. Oh, I'll tell you. Don't know if I gave this flavor enough love over the last month since I bought it. It's a smoked butterscotch. Starbucks smoked butterscotch, kind of comes in a rusty orange bag. And I poured the last remnants, and it's a healthy amount. What am I supposed to do? I don't like hybrid coffees. You guys know that. So I poured my regular allotment of coffee grounds in the maker. And I sat there and go, shh, this won't make even close to another pot. And after all, I don't like hybrid coffees, so I decided to make it extra strong this morning. And I dumped the rest in. And I'm reaping the rewards right in front of you right now. Melissa Simpson, Thank you so much for following the live creator. I so appreciate that. I have fun watching these pages grow. I was fortunate to post a video yesterday morning on TikTok, where I'm live right now, that's getting a lot of views. And I don't know if it's making a difference, but it's getting a lot of views. Not a crazy amount of views. Not a crazy amount of views, but a lot of views. I think, I don't know, if we're at 15,000 or something like that, it always feels good. I don't know. Feels good to feel like somebody cares. And when something happens that start the algorithms and start the, I don't know, the audience from watching it, it always feels good. Lori TB, good morning to you. My voice is amazing. Well, thank you. Coco, thank you for following the live creator. I appreciate that. And as I was saying, I had a video I posted yesterday. I think I posted a video about dark times, and I was kind of going through a period in my life a year and a half ago where I was going through a divorce or finishing up my divorce and working at a super target and struggling in a lot of ways. And how I kind of kept going, but I don't know exactly what I said, and I don't need to rehash it for you now. But for some reason, it struck a chord with the audience and started growing and started getting more viewers to watch it. And it's still getting, 500 extra viewers every hour or so, which is kind of fun. And because of that, I'm getting people seeing my page for the first time and are subscribing for the first time. And again, I think I'm doing this because I'm supposed to be doing this. And because all my life before was just practice. That might not be the right attitude at all to think about it. And I don't know what we're practicing for. But we should be getting better. And hopefully I'm getting better. I think I am. I'm feeling better. Somebody's asking, what are my plans for the Bears game tonight? I didn't even know the Bears were playing tonight. I guess it's Sunday. I certainly didn't know it was a night game. I don't even know if I'll watch it. I might chill out on my bed and throw it on and kind of half watch it, see if their new quarterback's any good. But I certainly don't have any great plans. I'm not meeting friends out. I mean, if friends wanted to meet out, I'd probably join them and watch the game. But I was at work last Sunday when they were on. I saw that they won, but didn't feel like I missed too much. So. Have we talked enough about the coffee? Have we talked enough about the coffee? I don't know if we have. I don't know if we could. Where am I from, Lori TB? I am from the western suburbs of Chicago. I live in Naperville. I grew up in Downers Grove. I'm staying in an extended stay. I've been here for about 5 weeks now. I was waiting tables out in Yellowstone after a career of doing other things earlier this summer, and realized I kind of enjoyed it. I was making pretty good money at it and thought it would be best to get back home here to the western suburbs of Chicago as quickly as I could, and did, and found a job here in Naperville that I've been working at and enjoying. That's going to get me from here to there, wherever there is. Wherever there is. Do I think people are only watching the Bears game to drink? Well, no. I mean, do I think people are only watching the Bears game to drink? Well, no. I mean, I just allow. If people couldn't drink, they would watch a lot less Bears games. I'm sure of that. Lori TB, where are you going in Iowa? Or where are you from in Iowa? My daughter goes to Iowa State. So excited for her. Freshman year. And she's, a freshman. She's young. Life seems forever. Your first year in college seemed like it took forever, and so many memories and what have you. Now that same period of time seems to go in a blink. But thank you for joining, Lori TB. Am I a younger Bruce Willis? I appreciate you saying that. I like Bruce Willis. I like him a lot. Hello, Janie O. Thank you for joining. Okay. Well, thank you for joining, Lori TB. I hope you follow my page. And I appreciate you watching this morning and sharing a little bit about your story. Last few days I felt like I had an itinerary of things to say. This morning as I woke, I'm going, don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'd made lists the previous few days of things that had my mind working and what have you. And today there's really no list. I've got the word subscription written down because I had a couple people join me yesterday that subscribed to my page, and I didn't really understand what that meant. And I go, hey, they're paying $5.99 to subscribe to my page. I have no subscriber benefits. I hadn't had at that time absolutely no subscriber benefits. So I didn't know what advantage to them it was subscribing. So I kind of looked into it and wondered what a subscriber would want. And, extra videos, extra lives. I mean, I don't know if anyone wants more of me. I don't know if anyone wants more access to me. Would I want more access to me? I mean, I know people do. They reach out and ask me questions all the time. Sometimes I get a little frustrated. Sometimes I might not get so frustrated if they were a subscriber paying $5.99 and they want to know exactly how I got into the brokerage business 35 years ago. How long have I been on TikTok? Coming up on 3 years. I became I had done this show called Coffee with Ken. I've been doing it for coming up on 5.5 years now. And started at a time I was living in a dark apartment, but I realized over the last year that it wasn't a dark apartment, but I don't think I was at a place where I felt comfortable being by myself. And I think I was needy, and because of that I was in relationships that probably weren't healthy for me or the other people in my the other half of the relationship. And but I felt like I needed a woman in my life to fulfill me. And therefore, I had one. And we broke up because we shouldn't have been together. And I moved into a dark apartment and felt alone and felt lonely and felt scared. And thought I screwed up everything and needed the woman back. And my show started from there. Again, I was going live on Saturday morning just talking to my friends that were on Facebook and let them know I was okay. But life's not perfect and going through a hard time. And people started watching it. People started watching and reaching out saying I was vulnerable. I don't know. Or I got a big mouth, either way. But anyway, from there, I... fast forward 2.5 years, and the woman of my dreams and I had gotten married, but we were going through a divorce. And I stopped drinking at about that time, right around 3 years ago now. And I was talking about how I was using drinking as a crutch to get me through the hard times or through the day. And I had a good friend of mine watching my show with his family, and they were on TikTok, or the daughter sure was, and she goes, wow, this is good stuff. He should bring it over to TikTok. So I did, with her help. She edited a couple of my videos and put them up on TikTok. I think it was like November of 2021. And Those were my very first two videos I did, and I didn't know what to do. I'm going, huh? What do I say? I go live on the other social media platforms on Saturday morning. So my show's kind of evolved to what it is in front of you, which is me going live every morning after I wake up, not at a set time, and kind of talking about life and things. And that's what I'm doing today. So, hey, here's cheers to life and things. I hope it won't upset you, but I think I need a topper on my coffee. Will you forgive me? There's probably a billion people else you could be watching on TikTok. So if you're not going to forgive me for getting up, Lori TB is going to go make her coffee now. Well, Lori, if I may, I would appreciate if you do that before I get started. Because if you're going to go make your coffee now, you're really interrupting my show. I don't think I can go on unless you're here. But I'll try my best. I'm going to go get some coffee, and you guys do what you will. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Oh. Do you ever feel you get, hang with me, maybe this is a sign of age. Probably is a sign of age. Again, I've been working as a waiter. I've been working a lot. Worked 7 nights in a row recently. Hey, somebody just did something. Somebody started a poll. Worked 7 nights in a row. And I took off these 3 days because I thought I'd have some plans, and the plans didn't, kind of fell through. And I had kind of an easy couple days and maybe more time in bed than I'm used to. And I think I'm almost more sore from my easy days than I am from my work days. I think when you're moving around and you're active and you have places to be, your blood gets flowing and your joints get all oiled up, and I certainly don't know, but I do know when I got up for that coffee, I was going, ow, my body hurts. Big Dave says he was lost. I mean, he doesn't just say he says we were lost without me. I'm sorry, Big Dave. If you were here now, I would give you a hug and make all that hurt go away. Lori TB says, and the brain does not work as well. Yeah, no, I'm going to go in tomorrow. I'm working sometime tomorrow. I'm going to go up to my first table and I'm going to go, what do I say? How do I do this? How do I put in their order? Will the people remember me? I really feel I'm out of sight, out of mind. That's why I'd be scared to miss a day going live. You guys would all forget me. Hey, who was that bald guy? He looked like Bruce Willis. He liked to think he looked like Bruce Willis. He had a lot going on, or at least he talked a heck of a lot. What was his name again? I don't know. It seems so long ago I watched him. That was just yesterday. Yeah, but he didn't go live today, so I forgot who he is. Feel that's going to happen. I tell you what. I didn't work Friday, and we have a little kind of a app that our company uses where we can communicate. And almost hurt my feelings. My manager sent out this long note about how great everyone had done on Friday and how everyone worked together as a team and how they had a great shift, and she wanted to thank everybody and how proud she was. I thought about it. I wasn't there. I didn't work. What about me? Yeah. Sure, it was just a coincidence. Hope it was just a coincidence. Maybe they don't miss me. Maybe they probably don't. I mean, a couple of them probably do, but maybe they don't. Maybe that says something. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, Kent. That is what I'm worried about. Sometimes it makes you wonder if that's your right place then. Uh, and I'm sure I've had those feelings before. And yeah, I think maybe the egocentric person that's inside me likes to think the world doesn't spin without me in it. And obviously that's not true. I mean, because everything's going on outside right now. Most of them probably aren't thinking about me or worried about me. But that's okay. It is a cold, cruel world, Big Dave. Lori TB says she works from home and sometimes has to force herself to get back out there. I can see that. A lot of people are working from home, and maybe that's what, I don't know, why I've got a show, because a lot of people are working from home and don't go into the office, and I don't know what it's called, telecommute or whatever, and probably need connection of this sort. This is like kind of a water cooler talk. Hey. Hey there, Ken. Did you watch the Bears game last night? Sure did, Bob. It's a hell of a game. That Caleb Williams is going to be a heck of a quarterback. Conversations like that. I fill the void that I am a committed employee. I work hard. I want to make the place as good as it can. I'm just hurt that they ran so smoothly without me. I mean, not hurt. I'm happy for them. I mean, there's a bunch of nice people I work with. But they ran real smoothly without me. And I debated going in that day. And then I got to thinking, would it have gone as smoothly if I was there? Not sure what the answer is to that. But I'm happy it went smoothly. Yeah. Do something here. Oh. I don't know what I have for you today. I don't even... I have 2 whole subscribers to my page. And again, I didn't even really know what a subscriber was till yesterday. To me, a subscriber was somebody that kicked in $5.99 a month to subscribe to my page. And I'm going, wow, that's strange. I mean, it's nice because I get a portion of that. But I didn't know why they would, or I don't know, if other content creators make that a part of their business model. And I'm wondering, what do they offer subscribers? What makes it worth their while? I was hoping they'd be on today so I could ask them. Hey, Chipbot, what would you like? What would make you happy? What makes it worthwhile to subscribe to a page? Am I going to church today? I sure am, Lisa Smith. I talked about that earlier on. I woke up this morning feeling a little out of it and feeling a little lost, and thought it would be a good opportunity for me to connect with some of my congregation, I guess, or my community at church today. And I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the 9 or the 1045 church, but I go to church, I'd say most Sundays, at the Community Christian Church here in Naperville, Illinois, also known as the Yellow Box. How did I pick my church? Good question, Lori TB. I would almost say out of chance. You know, for years I was bouncing around, going from church to church. I was never a church goer, really, but occasionally I'd go. I was kind of a Easter and Christmas with my wife or my wife's family type of church goer. I wasn't raised spiritually. I would have described myself as agnostic most of my life. And I think somewhere along the last 5 or 6 years, I kind of realized that again, I was needy and wanting somebody else in my life and feeling like I had to, bringing an unhealthy me to a relationship because I was needy and wanty. And I don't know, came across this church. I think I had a friend introduce me to it about 6 or 7 years ago. Maybe a young lady I was dating a little bit. And she brought me there, and I go, wow, they play good music here. I'm not really buying what they're selling on stage, but I kind of like the atmosphere, and the people are friendly, and the music's pretty cool, and it seems like a lot of people are happy to be here. And one thing led to another, and the message on stage started sinking in a little bit, and I started to gather a little faith and a little, certainly good feeling by going there every Sunday, or the Sundays I did. And I brought other people there, and I think they enjoyed the experience. I think it's just a real good community of people living in gratitude and striving to be a little better on a Sunday morning. And again, if you be careful about who you hang out with. If you hang out with people doing bad things, you're more likely to do bad things. And if you are hanging out with people that are working on themselves or thanking the Lord for anything, you're more likely to start living in gratitude as well. And I will promise you, and it doesn't really matter how you describe yourself, or if you're religious or if you're not. And I think what's good about my show is I talk a lot about my faith, but I don't do it from a guy whose grandpa was a pastor and whose father was a pastor and who is a pastor. And I talk a lot about working out, and I don't do it from a guy with a six-pack abs. And I talk a lot about relationships, and I've been divorced twice. And I talk about mental health, but I struggle with anxiety. And I think what makes my show important, if you will, is that I'm a regular guy going through regular stuff and dealing with life as it comes. And don't have all the answers. But I'm like you. I'm going, hey, I don't know. Today I don't feel like, I question, is there a God? Or I have doubts, or I have, thoughts or bad thoughts, or I, struggle in ways. But I deal with those struggles, and I face those struggles, and I keep going forward, and I keep doing the best that I can. So I think that's the power of my show, I guess, if my show has any power. Hello, Torin. Stacy, thank you so much for following the Live Creator. This is fun. Again, my page grows a little bit every day, and I was fortunate to have a video that did pretty well yesterday here on TikTok, and growing my page a little bit over the last couple days. I've had careers. I've had people wondering, why don't you get a real job? What's a real job? I've had real jobs. I tell you, I felt like my real job was stealing from other people. I was a stockbroker. People looked up to that because I drove a fancy car and wore a fancy suit. So they thought I had a real job. Yeah. There were times I thought I'd almost be arrested for my real job. I think that's what a lot of real jobs are. I don't know. I think, I'll tell you what, money is important and we need it, and pays the bills and covers our financial responsibilities and keeps a roof over our head and puts food in our tummy. But I think so many of us, like, I'll have people hopping on and making fun of me, and I talk about it. I don't have all the money in the world right now, and I'm on the comeback, and I've had a lot of money, but I'm kind of broke right now. I'll say it like that without any real shame, because why would you be, I don't know. There's worse things in life than not having a lot of money. I'll promise you that. But anyway, I think a lot of people define success as how much money one has in the bank. And that's weird to me. And I probably used to do that too. And that's probably why I was a stockbroker and why I drove this fancy car, or several fancy cars, because I thought chicks would dig it and I'd get the ladies, because I was insecure and I needed the ladies to feel fulfilled. And because of my lack of fulfillment, I drank every day. And I'll tell you what, there's probably so many people that can say that same story. That can say that same story. Because there's a huge void in a lot of us, and we try and fill it with alcohol or the other sex or somebody else or what have you. Carol says her husband struggled for a long time thinking the same thing. Yeah, Carol, I bet a lot of people do. I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me. I woke up going, again, with a negative voice going, you suck. People hate you. You're ugly. And I go, wow. I got to change that. And, Coffee with Ken was kind of born. I'll tell you there's easy ways to do it. For anybody out there that's identifying right now with my, what I'm talking about, and I say it a lot, but that morning, I remember that morning. And I said, wow, I got to fix this. And I Googled like positive affirmations, and I put found a positive affirmation tape, and there was a guy with a foreign accent. He goes, my name is Alexander. And he spoke like that. He had some accent. My name is Alexander. Your smile lights up a room. You make a difference to the people around you. You bring joy to those you meet. And I went for a walk. I will tell you what, if you're struggling right now, do it. Do it. I went for a walk, and I was listening to Alexander, and his voice washed out my negative voice in my head. And all of a sudden I started going, hey, my smile does light up a room. I do make a difference. And it felt so good. I'm going, wow. And I kept doing it. And this was probably 2019, I think, at the time. And I'd do it every morning, and I'd walk by the train station, and because I lived near the train in Naperville, and there was a ton of people waiting to get on the train, and I'd be walking along, with my newfound confidence from Alexander telling me how cool I was, and I'd walk by people, and I'd go, good morning. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Feeling great. And I tell you what, it works. It works. If you got a negative voice inside your head, it's hard to say stop listening to it, because it's what you know, and it's the voice inside your head, and it's your identity of yourself. But if you have that negative voice, you got to change it. You got to change it. And you have to, I found, there's a bunch of ways probably to change it. You could go to the gym, you could go to church, you could read a good book or whatever. But I found the quickest way was popping on positive affirmations and getting over the fact that you thought it was stupid, or that they did a skit on it on Saturday Night Live or whatever. But pretty soon the voice you're hearing through your earphones will wash out your negative voice, and you will start feeling better. And when you're in the car, instead of popping on your favorite Taylor Swift album, pop on a tape of positive affirmations. And when you're going to a work meeting or an interview, or I don't know, your kids play at school, and you're feeling in your heart that you should be more excited about seeing your kid on stage in a play, but you can't get the "you suck," the negativity out of your mind, and you're going, "How am I going to find my joy? How am I going to find joy watching my kids play or kid perform in soccer or do any sporting event or whatever?" Or taking my child to the playground when the voice inside my head is saying I suck. And I will tell you, I lived with that voice most of my life. And you shouldn't live with that voice. You shouldn't live with that voice. So. Carol said also be around positive people. Well, yeah, but that takes more work. Like if somebody's watching me at home right now, they look around, there are no positive people. So you can Google positive affirmations at any point, at any time, and listen to them and start impacting your life right now, rather than wait until you hang out with a group of positive people. And I threw out some other ways that help you on your journey. And if you remember, I think I said gym, church, and I forget what the other one was. The reason the gym and the church are so important, yes, you're working out, and yes, you're working your spiritual side, but when you're at the gym or when you're at church, you're hanging out with positive, energetic people that are working on themselves. Todd M says, I've tried gratitude and positive affirmations and you keep failing. Was it instant for you? I would say, I appreciate the question, Todd. I'd say it was fairly instant, but maybe don't look at it as failing. Because I think failing, we all think negatively. I think we all think negatively on failure. And if we changed our thoughts about that and redefined it as learning, maybe, Todd, you haven't found the right positive affirmations, or you have to be patient with your gratitude. And I'm telling you, Todd, when you wake up in bed, and I wake up in bed every day going, don't have enough money, gotta be here. Why don't I have a bigger, fancier house? Or why did my marriage fail? Or why this, why that? Every negative thing. And again, this is 5 years into my journey of feeling better. This is 5 years into my journey of feeling better. And nothing really happens. It's all a process, Todd. And I'd say be kinder to yourself and not look at it as failing. And maybe even take that, and it might take some time for you. Maybe even take that word out of your, vocabulary. Maybe take that word out of your vocabulary and not think of it as failing. Because I talk about everything. I talk about, leaving real estate after 17 years. And the people that don't like me love to say I failed at it. I didn't fail at it. Did something for 17 years. Wanted to do something different. Thought I could do more. Maybe take that word out of your vocabulary. And Todd, I promise you're not failing. You just haven't done it long enough or found the right positive affirmations. And Todd, you don't even have to wait till you're waking up. Sorry if I'm calling you out, but you asked the question. You don't even have to wait till you wake up. Think of 3 things you're grateful for right now. And I find it, thank you, Lord, for this ice cold water. the roof over my head, and the fact that I have 4 beautiful, healthy children. And I promise you, if you could see a chart of the inner workings of my mind and my body, you would see the chemicals, the positive juices flowing more as I'm saying those things I'm grateful for than when you're sitting there stewing about how life's hard or sucks or whatever, or you're failing. And I think you can do it at any time. And I talk about prayer, and people ask me if I go to church on days other than Sunday. Or I honestly don't go to church. I go to church to hang out with some nice people that are smiling and working on themselves. You know, I can have a connection with a higher power or God at any time, anywhere. And yeah, so. Running low on coffee. Well, you're welcome, Todd. You are very welcome. And somebody followed the live creator. I appreciate that. We picked up a bunch of people today. Must mean we're having fun on this Sunday morning. Just after 7 a.m. on September 15th. I know I'm having fun. I know it always feels better for me. You know what might feel better? I get my 3rd cup of coffee. Maybe I'll take a couple swigs of this. Maybe I'll take a couple swigs of this. Oh. RJ, thank you so much for liking the live. I don't know what else I have for you today. I don't know what I had for you or have for you today. I could keep talking, or I could call it a day and put down my coffee and get my day started, hop in the shower, maybe wear a collared shirt to church today, and try and look kind of pretty. Probably won't shave. Every once in a while, every couple of weeks, I like to grow out a little facial hair for about a week, and then I go, yeah, don't like this feeling, and I shave it. Yeah. RJ wants me to go live at 7 o'clock tonight. I don't know. I think, but RJ also asks, I'll tell you what, he also asks if I should go to church on other days besides Sunday. And he's kind of my business manager, sort of, as far as content creation goes. And he's always pushing for more and more and more of everything. And I mean, I appreciate that, and maybe you need that. But I don't know if more is always the answer. Sometimes it's the answer for sure. But, you know, if it was up to RJ, I'd be talking live all day, every day. And I think it's good to do something and do it consistently, and go to the gym 3 times a week, and not need to go to the gym 7 times a week, or go live once a day, or yeah, I think if you always are striving for, if you think more is always the answer, you're going to end up throwing up your hands and going, yeah. Kind of think the tortoise wins the race. I think the tortoise wins the race. And I think if we, I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather lay in bed tonight and watch the Bears game. I mean, if I go live tonight, I will. But I doubt it. Because I go live in the morning, and I talk for an hour. And, you know, you guys have your own lives to live. And I might want to see how Caleb Williams is looking as a quarterback. Hello, Heather. How are you? Good morning to you. All right, I'll talk for a little bit more. Anyone else need a coffee break? Does anybody else need a coffee break? Woo-hoo-hoo. Boo-da-doo. Boo-da-doo. Oh. So I'm going to go to church today. RJ suggested I be the John Madden of TikTok and break down the game. Again, but that's the way RJ thinks. He watches my show as religiously as anybody. But I think we all want something different. And because I'm not the John Madden of football, and I don't break down games. You know? Might be funny if I narrated a game. I don't even know any of the players. But, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will be the John Madden. I'll eat a big turkey leg. And I'll go, boom! Oh. Yeah. Sunday morning. Going to church today. Might go to the gym. Might go to one of my very favorite coffee shops. I've been cheating a little bit on Starbucks lately. I have been cheating a little bit on Starbucks lately. And going to a Pete's Coffee not too far from where I'm staying. And enjoying it and finding the atmosphere kind of nice and energetic and clean. I like nice, energetic, and clean, by the way. And every day when I'm headed to the coffee shop and I'm not even sure which one, my mind kind of goes, maybe I miss that Starbucks or miss that Starbucks. But then I find myself pulling into Pete's. And Pete's is more expensive. Doesn't give free refills. There's only one of them. But something about it seems nice. People working there seem nice. The place is really clean. They have cream out on the counter so you can put it in yourself if you like. And I kind of like that. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know what else I have for you. I might take another swig of coffee. If anybody asks anything really exciting, I might continue to talk. We got 42 people watching. That's a pretty good number. Always kind of builds on itself. When I first go live, I got me and RJ watching. I got the little number 1 up there, and it's just RJ. And we're going, hey, how are you? I could text you. We wouldn't even have to go live to do this. I could even call you. Heck, we could actually meet for coffee. And RJ says, no, let's be patient. Let's see if anybody else joins us. And 45 minutes later, we pick up 1 a minute. And here we are with 44 people watching. Am I excited for the holiday season coming up? Well, you're really looking ahead. I wouldn't say I'm excited. I got too much to do to be excited about the holidays. The first holiday I have on my to-do list or my to-think-about list is my daughter Eve's birthday on October 15th. She's going to be 2, and she's beautiful. But that's a month away. And I have a lot I want to... Hello from Baltimore. I have a lot I want to accomplish in the next month. I have so much I want to accomplish in the next month. Most importantly, moving forward and continuing to bring a good attitude to work and growing my page and doing a bunch of things. But I talked about increasing revenue a lot over the last 2-3 weeks. I've been here 5 or 6 weeks. I've kind of got myself a little bit established. And probably have opportunities out there to find a more permanent housing situation that could possibly save me money and be more affordable and closer to work and closer to my kids. And I don't know. But again, yeah, I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to the holiday season just yet. I'm still looking forward to my next cup of coffee and going to church today. The holiday season seems so far away. And I think almost holding off. I mean, I don't know. I know for a guy that struggled with anxiety, I think looking too far ahead created anxiety for me. And I know a lot of people, when they think about the holidays, get anxious. And it's still 3 months plus till Christmas. So I'm looking forward to the weather changing and the leaves turning brown and orange and red and cool fall weather. Does that count? I don't know. Still got people joining. How fun is this? But anyway, it's Sunday morning. I so appreciate you all for joining me today. I had a great night's sleep. I had a great night's sleep last night. And again, I didn't wake up in gratitude or wake up with all the warm, positive, fuzzy feelings one can have when they wake up, but I rarely do. And I think that's just kind of part of my wiring. And if you got wiring like I do, you learn to kind of work on yourself and rewire yourself and deal with thoughts that come at you. And I don't know, I feel grateful now. And I think I'm excited now. And looking forward to my day now. Looking forward to drinking some coffee and posting this video on various social media platforms and taking a nice hot shower and maybe putting on a button-down shirt for church today and go about my day feeling extra special because I'm wearing a collared shirt versus my usual t-shirt. Maybe opening up a couple boxes I have packed into storage and seeing if I can find some of my nicer, fancier clothes. I've been wearing the same 6 t-shirts for the last 3 or 4 months. And yeah. Good morning, Highlands 517. I have been waiting for you. I have been waiting for you, Highland 517. The only thing I had to talk about today was subscribers and subscriptions. And I have 2 old subscribers here on TikTok. And one of them just joined. And although I so appreciate that she subscribed to my page, I really do. I wanted to ask, hey, as a subscriber, what would you like from me? What would you like from me? What would make being a subscriber and paying $5.99 a month, I appreciate the gesture and you doing it and spending your hard-earned money to subscribe to my page. But if I don't have any perks set aside for subscribers, the enthusiasm of the subscribers might run thin. Why am I paying $5.99 when I can get it all for free? So I was wondering, Highland 517, I forget what your real name is, what would make it feel good? What would entice more people to subscribe even? Does the subscriber feature automatically get added to my page, or did I add it? I don't know. Maybe somewhere over the last 3 years, I clicked on a button that said allow for subscribers. You appreciate my shows, all of them. Okay, well, Highland, I'm going to dig deeper in that, but I appreciate you appreciating my shows. But as somebody that took the time to push the button and actually send $5.99 to the powers that be at TikTok, uh, and again, I love that you're just doing it out of the good of your heart. But what would make it, you know, is there anything? I don't know if you want live chats or special messages or happy birthday songs or what have you. I was just kind of wondering about it, and I appreciate you doing it. I really do. But I was wondering, might be neat to have a subscriber page. Hey, Mike King, thank you so much for following the live creator. D Hops, I'm sorry you feel that you are hungover this morning. Somebody just hopped on and said they are so hungover. Can't do much about that, but I wonder, are you going to be hungover again tomorrow? Probably so. I know when I was so hungover, I was usually hungover the next day as well, and the day after, and the day after. Till I said, I've done this long enough. Let's just see how life would be never hungover. So, I wish that for you. Yeah. But Highland 517, I would appreciate if you'd think about that a little bit. And if you thought of anything, yeah, okay. Well, Highland 517 says she subscribed because my messages I give to those that have experienced lows, the hope you give others. Well, I appreciate that, Highland 517. I really do. And I'm glad my messages give hope to people that go through lows and what have you. But is there anything specific? Do you want to be a part of a special club? Because I bet you there are people that want to be a special club, and maybe we could, I don't know, have some special subscriber-based live shows or parties or what have you. And maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I was just thinking, I wanted to make it, excuse me, TikTok's asking me to do something. Unable to verify. I'm going to have to keep doing this. There we go. But, well, everyone should have hope anyway. Without hope, not everyone does. Believe me, know firsthand, not everyone does have hope. And that's sad. And maybe that's part of why I'm doing my show, because how firsthand I know what happens when people lose hope or stop having faith or stop feeling things can get better. Do I set long-term goals or keep them short-term? I mean, my goals right now are so short-term. I mean, I want a nicer house. I need to buy a car. I don't know if that's a short-term or a long-term. I want to see my kids more often. But right now, I'd say short-term. I mean, right now, my goal is drinking this coffee, eating a peach, eating an apple, eating an orange, showering, getting dressed, going to the 9 o'clock service at church, and having an awesome, awesome day. Having an awesome, awesome day. Those are my goals. I know I've got work tomorrow, and I know I'm going to do my Coffee with Ken show, and I know I'm going to post a few videos today. But I think a lot of times we'll set these goals that are kind of arbitrary, and, I want to do 100 push-ups today, or I want to bench press 300 pounds by December. And I've set those goals, and I've achieved those goals. But usually once I achieve them, I go, now what do I do? I want to hit 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers or whatever. And I've kind of learned that those you hit a goal and it's just some number, arbitrary number. And all I do is go, okay, well, I've hit 10,000 subscribers. Now I want to hit 11,000 subscribers. And yeah. Marisolo goes, that's a good idea, maybe. Setting goals with my subscribers and checking in for accountability. Oh, you mean like for them? Like somebody could subscribe to my page and say, hey, I don't want to drink anymore. And I go, okay, well, that seems like a good goal. You have to message me tomorrow and tell me whether you did or not. I'd do that. I'd do that. Yeah, no, I think that'd be neat. I'd like to help people. I talk about helping myself and getting better. Get better myself. And I'm hoping by me talking about going to church or me talking about going to the gym or me talking about waking up with gratitude or eating fruit or whatever, that hopefully somehow, some way you guys go, hey, Ken seems in a good mood and his only goal today is to eat an apple. Okay, Marisolo, is there something you'd like to be held accountable for? I'm curious. And if so, subscribe to my page. I don't know how it works. I don't even know how you subscribe to my page. But 2 people figured it out yesterday, and believe me, I'm not trying to do it for the $5.99, but I'd be curious. I'd like to build it. I'd like to make a difference. And again, I have so many people reaching out and ask me, how'd you stop drinking, let's say, or how do you have such a positive attitude, or how do you deal with loss? And I think if you have no skin in the game and you're just sending out a question to some guy you see on TikTok, you need more of an investment than that. Because I sit. It frustrates me, honestly. I've done hundreds of hours of videos of how I've stopped drinking. And I go, if you just want the answer to that, you can sit there and watch my videos about how I stopped drinking till you're blue in the face. But if you really want to stop drinking, you got to make a commitment and say, I want to stop drinking. And I'm not going to drink today. And, I can talk about it and explain how I did it till I'm blue in the face. But you have to make the commitment at some point. And me just explaining in great detail how I became a stockbroker or how I quit drinking or why I left real estate or how I deal with my own mental highs and lows or how I have a positive attitude or how I create content or, you got to want to do it. And me talking about it only is going to take you. I'm planting the seed, hopefully. But at some point, you got to make a commitment to yourself. And maybe, and I know this sounds self-rewarding, but maybe something as silly as subscribing to my content would be the commitment somebody needs to stop drinking, or to go to church, or go to the gym, or lose weight, or have a better self-image. Yeah. That's kind of my thought. It's kind of my thought. So you guys can think about it a little more today. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys hopping on. I appreciate you guys sharing part of your Sunday with me and sharing a cup of coffee with me. I am thankful for you, and I'm thankful for the night of sleep I had, and I'm thankful for the bed that my feet are on right now, and I'm thankful for the community Christian church that I'm going to go to in a little bit, and the fruit I have in the fridge, and the hot water that I'm going to shower with shortly before I get ready and head off to church. So I have a lot to be grateful for, and I promise you, you do as well. You just got to look, got to open your eyes, and use those eyes to find things you're thankful for. And I promise you, your day will be better. So I want to thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.